Hi guys, Frank here. It is Monday evening, January the 22nd. Just a real quick update here tonight. First, couple things here. I want to let you know that we're by tomorrow we should cross the 800 paid member mark. So it's some great momentum. We've got people from all over the world joining, and we've got some discussions going with some teams. I know of 3 discussions going with huge teams. I'm talking many thousands of members. One group has about 75,000 registered members that they'll be presenting Coinpressions2 through their downline builder. Another group friend of mine out in California is got a huge team growing right now. The last few days that he has Coinpressions2 in his program, and had another conversation today with a friend of mine from Philadelphia that has contacts all over the world, and we're going to probably do some pretty cool stuff with them. They have some humanitarian efforts that they work to bring clean water to places around the world, and we may see how we can integrate that in for a way that it benefits his team while doing some good causes there, and we'll share that with you when the time comes. So a lot of great things going on right now. So again, we should go over 800 members by tomorrow. We should cross the $10,000 commission mark tomorrow, the commissions earned by our members. Today we went above 1.6 million in ad views, and you got to remember Coinpressions2, the ad platform is together. So we launched Coinpressions September 21st, and we've not, it's been about, I guess it's been 11 days that we've been live in Coinpressions2. We crossed the 1 million impression mark the day we launched Coinpressions2 11 days ago, and we've generated over 600,000 ad views since we launched with the combined platform. So the traffic is definitely up. And we're getting a lot of impressions, and click rate is actually very good. Out of that 1.6 million impressions, we've generated over 46,000 clicks to our members' opportunities. One thing while we're on that, I've had a lot of people, actually a few people got upset because I've had to delete their ads. But when I delete an ad, it's only for 2 reasons. One, they didn't link it right, and there's no image, so I can't approve an ad that does not have an image on it for a banner ad. I never remove any of the text ads because they're very simple. It's always banner ads that I have to delete. Probably about 10% of them that are placed. But most of the time it's because the ad size that you're using is not either a 468 by 60. It's usually much larger, and a lot of people are inputting like 250 by 250 ads for the 125. So requirement is they have to meet those sizes because they display on our website, and if they're not the correct size, then it distorts the way that the website formats because it will not reject the ad, it will display it. So if I put a big 250 by 250 ad where the 125s go, it's going to push in on the page, and it's going to make the formatting really bad. So I have to reject those. So don't get upset if you get an ad rejected. It's a legitimate reason. Just look at it. Probably it's the wrong size. Just resubmit it with the correct size. Go resize it. And save it out somewhere so that you have a URL for the correct size, and it will get approved, no problem at all. Just I don't want to distort any of the the viewing on the website, and so it has to be the correct size for me to do that. So the only thing I'm going to cover remaining on this video is how the matrix works, because a lot of people do not understand how the matrix works. So let me get my tool here to draw with. Okay, so and the problem with that they're not understanding is how the spillover works. So yes, we are a forced matrix, and we have spillover, we have spill under. Obviously, you get your own personal referrals, but any 2-wide matrix is really based on every person And that means every single person that registers needs to get 2 people. If they can't recruit them, they need to PIF them. And the reason is because sometimes if they don't get 2 people, and those 2 people don't get 2 people, eventually you could get stuck on a board and not be able to clear it. And here's what I mean by that. So one of my referrals I was talking to said, how come I never see any of your spillover, meaning my spillover, on my second level? I see your spillover all over on my first level, but not my second. So here's why. So let's assume that this person right here is me. Well, I don't write very good with a mouse. Okay, if this is me, I have 6 people on every one of my boards. It doesn't matter if it's a $2 board, $4, $8, a $16, or a $32 board. Every person, and you can have multiple. You can have hundreds or thousands of each one, but each board only has 6 people on it. Every time that I refer someone or one of my direct referrals purchases a position, it's always going to look for me and make sure that I have an open. So say I have a direct referral that comes in and buys a $2 position right now. Okay, this is me. Okay, it looks for my first available position on an open $2 matrix, and I've got plenty of them, and almost everyone does. You'll always have a ton of the number 2 positions if you're $2 positions if you're working the business. So let's say that this right here is you. This is you, and you are on my first level. So you can get spillover. So when I go out and sign someone up, they can fall in either one of these places right here underneath you and give you spillover, because those 2 places are still within my 6 positions that make up this board right here. So as you see, my spillover can only go on your first level, because I can't place anyone on a 3rd level, because I don't have any 3rd levels. I mean, all of our boards are just 2 levels deep. So you can only get spillover on your first level. So if I spill these 2 people over to here, and these 2 people, now they can go out and recruit 2 and fill that, when they get their 2 right here, then that would cycle you. But then that's not spill over, that's spill under. The 2 people under you got 2. So you can only get, spillover on your first level. You can get spill under on your second level. But again, what we did was make this very simple and very easy. It's $2. And I firmly believe that anyone that just puts forth any effort whatsoever should be able to go out and recruit at least 2 people every week, if not many more than that per week, with just a minimal amount of effort in a $2 program. And again, that's why we made the PIF system for those that just really say they don't want to even try to recruit. Then you should use the PIF system and go out and PIF 2 people in. But when you do that, when you PIF 2 people in, you need a commitment from those people that they're going to also go out and PIF 2 people in themselves. Because if they don't do that, then this position right here is going to be dead, because you can never get spill over to fill underneath these 2 positions. It's either going to, at that point, it's either up to the 3 of you right here. The only way you can fill these 2 positions is from the 3 of you right here. Either you've got to recruit someone or they have to recruit someone. But again, you see the board there, that it can be done. It's easy, either going out and recruiting someone for $2 or going out and PIFing someone for $2. So I hope that explains the boards and how the spillover works. It's working great. We're seeing a ton of people cycle more and more every day. And again, it's those that are out there working the system, either recruiting on a consistent basis, or they're working the team build PIF system. I know we have some people doing rotators, and I know there's one team that says if you go all in and purchase all 5 levels, they're putting their team in a rotator and they're sharing traffic. So there's many things you can do with a system like this, with a price point of as low as we start, and even with an all-in of only $62. A lot of people are working the all-in where they can afford it, because then they're cycling multiple positions at one time, and they're really beginning to see those $2 positions explode. When they bring in people at $62 and fill all at one time. So I hope that explains how the matrix works, how spillover works. Remember, spillover can only fill your first 2 levels, and you have to get spillover under or your effort to fill the second level or the pay line. But again, we've made that extremely easy to do. That's it. If you have any other questions about the comp plan, how it works, shoot them to me. I'd be happy to discuss them with you one-on-one. Or if you need more clarification in a video, I can try to do it. Just let me know exactly what it is you're not understanding, and I'll be happy to try to explain it via video. Well, that's it for tonight. Take care, and I look forward to talking to you soon on a future video. Goodbye.